Alright guys, so how's it going today? So, the beginnings of another snowstorm again. It's getting worse by the minute. We just got done going shopping again. I had to shop for myself, but I don't know if you can see it's snowing out there. I don't know how good it shows up on the camera, but it wasn't snowing even this bad when I came home, so it's getting worse by the minute. But I don't know. I went shopping yesterday for my grandma, and then went again today for myself, and then a little bit for her. So just because she was more low on stuff than we were, and she didn't know she'd have enough to survive this snowstorm, because it sounds like this is supposed to last all of today and throughout the night, and then I think quit tomorrow. So I don't know. They're saying 1 to 5 inches of snow. So I don't know exactly what we'll get, but whatever. So yeah, we're definitely getting some snow. So what are you gonna do? It seems like I checked my latest video on snow blown, and I think today would have been exactly 7 days since that video went up, and so it's been about a week, and we're back to getting more snow again. So we're getting a lot of snow this year, of course, more than what we got last year. So I'm not really complaining too much, because we kind of need the damn moisture. But I think once a week's a little much, but what are you gonna do? But whatever, it is what it is. So we'll just, I guess, do what we can do and survive it, I guess. So yeah, anyways, I got a little bit of I guess not really a funny story, but it's just kind of I guess it was just a little bit of a being bright out and you can't see shit. So as you're wearing sunglasses, and of course I forgot mine, so I'm going to be blind now. So try to stay away from the light as much as possible, I guess. But anyways, my uncle went to put the Pontiac back in the garage for the night, and I guess he got a little too close to one edge of the driveway or something over there, and he got hung up in some deep snow, and they got the car stuck. And he didn't know if the tractor would start to 400, because that, once you get below -20, it doesn't really want to crank. So, but he had it on he's been trying to crank it all day, because he wants to use it to clean out the barnyard. So he's been cranking on it all day, and whatever. So he was charging the battery back up, obviously, because it got weak from trying to crank it. So, but he called me anyway. He's like, come over with something and see if we can pull her out. That was going to be a no-go, because I know that was probably just going to leak oil, and that was just not going to work. And plus, you need the jump pack to start it. So, in the wintertime anyway, you do. I don't know about in the summertime. Well, in the summertime, it usually goes dead after a few days. So then you have to plug it in, and then it'll crank. But I don't know. The maintainer, I'm just trying to keep the battery alive. But I don't know. So I ended up going over there with the Blazer, but then the thing is he already had the tractor up and running, so he just pulled it out with the tractor. But the problem is with the Blazer, I don't have really any good way of pulling anything, because I don't have a hitch for it. The hitch is there on the back, but I don't have like a drawbar or anything I can hook onto, so I bought one. So, get this out of the way. This is another thing I need to install in the shop too, just some more pins. I already did the one. I got 2 of these. I did one in the garage already, but I got one here for the shop too. So we didn't really want to use any. Well, if we had to wait for my tractor to heat up, it would probably be at least another 4 hours. So the Blazer really is the only thing that would be able to pull it out and start without having to be plugged in or anything stupid like that. So, but I didn't have a hitch to pull anything. And you can't really, on the front of the Blazer, there are tow hooks, but I don't know how good they would be against pulling out another vehicle. Maybe it's the Pontiac, it wouldn't hurt them. The Pontiac would be a lot lighter than the Blazer, obviously, so it probably wouldn't hurt it, but I'd have saved them for dire emergencies, I guess. But I bought a hitch for the back, a big ass fucking 2-inch receiver. It's got a 2-inch drop. I don't know if that's going to be enough or not. So of course I bought the hitch pin there separate. So I didn't buy any balls to go on this yet. I'm going to buy some of them as well. Of course you can see Kurt. That's what I got on the back of the 4-wheeler too, is a Kurt hitch. So I bought that. I'll probably install that later. And then I bought another one of these D-rings, or whatever you want to call them. Because I got one on the back of the 4-wheeler, and I got one on the back of the 1586. Yeah, see, there's the Kurt setup for the 4-wheeler. There's the hitch, and then there's that D-ring for it. So, and I bought that many years ago, and it's starting to rust a little bit, but it's held up pretty well. The hole's not even age-shaped yet. So, and I pulled some pretty heavy loads with them, and that hasn't egged out yet. So there's many, many more years of life left on that hitch. So, of course, if you're using it daily, it probably would get wore out quicker, but I use it just whenever I need to use it. So the problem is that I needed one for the Blazer because I didn't have one. I have, the main frame of the hitch there. That was a factory thing. But I didn't have like an actual hitch that I can hook a chain to. So I bought one of those. Yeah. So bought that. I also bought, besides the D-ring, I finally got the operator's book for the Blazer as well. I ordered that off of eBay, a brand new one. So I already got that. It's like a 600-page book. Because I needed that too, because the Blazer didn't come with it when I bought it. So, and then the other thing that's missing off the Blazer is the jack and the tools to, if you have a flat tire, you got to be able to pull the spare off and put it on. So I didn't have them as well, because see, the thing is too, is I think this is back when this Blazer was a cop car. Usually when they have flat tires on police cars, they usually just get towed. They don't, obviously the cops are not going to change their tires on the side of the road. It's just going to get, towed to wherever I guess they want to get it fixed, and then they get it fixed. So I think that's what happened with the book and the tools to remove the tire. I think the cops, when they had it, they just took it all out, or it just never came with it from the factory. But since it's going to be, my daily driver kind of thing, or going to the farm or whatever, or whatever, I need these things. So I ordered a jack and the tools today. They're used. You can't find any new ones unless you probably went to your local GM dealer or something, then you probably could find new. But I found a used one off of eBay, and he showed pictures of it and whatever, and he said that it looks like it's never even been used, even though to me it kind of looked like it had a little bit of surface rust on it, but I'm not going to worry about that. So, but it looks like it comes with everything I need, all the tools, the hydraulic jack, or it's like a bottle jack, but it's a much smaller one. It's designed for these Blazers. So, and then the wheel chocks, it comes with them as well. So, yeah. See, again, I didn't have any of that when I bought the Blazer, and I was like, well, geez, if if I ever decide to drive this thing down to the cities and I blow a freaking tire, you know, I'm not going to be able to change out put that spare on. So, you know, paid $91 for it. I mean, it was used, but it was in pretty good shape, but whatever. It was worth the money. And then I got a good deal on the book. The book was like originally $56. The guy that was selling the book, he actually sent me an email saying that this book is on sale now. You can get it for less than what it was actually originally costed. So instead of paying $56, I ended up paying $36. So I saved a lot of money on that book. So the book is still sitting on my desk because I'm pretty much done reading it, but I kind of like to glance through it every once in a while. So eventually it will go in the blazer because that's where it needs to be. So, but yeah. So at least we got that done and over with, and I got a hitch now for it. So if I need to pull something out, I can. So because I have no other way of pulling anything. I don't want to pull with the front tow hooks because I know they're only rated for so much. I don't know, pulling out the Pontiac with them, like I said, might be all right, but for anything else, it might be too much. So now that I save those in case something happens to the blazer and it needs to be towed. So we need to haul it ourselves. We can just hook a chain to it or something and get home. So, but whatever. So there's still many more things I like to buy for the blazer. Just some miscellaneous things just to kind of make it look a little, I guess, nicer and more to my liking and stuff. So still got more to do, but this is the most important stuff. So the book and the jack and now the hitch. The hitch was not quite as important, but I just wanted to get it done and over with because I knew that we were gonna probably need it. So, yeah. So, yeah. It's not gonna stay on the blazer all the time, though. Obviously, it's just gonna be on there, I guess, when I need it. So, but yeah. What are you gonna do? But yeah. So that's pretty much it on that.